You're watching CalTv.
Good afternoon and welcome to CalTv. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Caselli. On today's show, we have some Fiscal Learning Center updates. SCO's Ted Lambert will be with us. He has the latest SARD division updates. And we have some important information about the Stop Payment AP Enhancement along with a demo. Let's get today's show started with the latest Fiscal Learning Center updates. Since our last show, 12 job aids have been updated and one is new. 17 online classes have been updated, along with the addition of one new class. You can find a list of the updated job aids and online classes in an email that was sent on Monday, September 16th. You can also log into the Fiscal Learning Center at the address on your screen and click on the See What's New tile to see the list of job aids and online classes that are updated and new. Curriculums. AP 1003 Voucher Processing has been updated. Link and login information. The FLC is limited to authorized users. Please log in using your Fiscal credentials. You can access the Fiscal Learning Center at the address on your screen. If you have any questions, please contact the Fiscal Client Training section at Fiscal Learning Center at fiscal.ca.gov. SCO's Ted Lambert is with us today. Ted, it's always great to have you with us. What's new with SARD?
Always good to be here, Jim. Today I want to share our ongoing progress and improved partnerships with fiscal and non-fiscal departments. As we've shared, the state controller has made it a top priority to restore the timeliness of the state's annual comprehensive financial report by March 2026, and to migrate the state's accounting book of record to fiscal by July 1st, 2026. These are critical projects with major implications on the state's financial well-being. As stewards of the state's finances, we are working hard in partnership with department teams throughout the state to maintain fiscal integrity through proper accounting of taxpayer dollars. We are extremely grateful to the legislature and governor for supporting these efforts, and to departments out there who've been actively engaging with us to respond to and resolve ongoing issues that have complicated their financial reporting. That said, we have established aggressive timelines and milestones in producing the ACFR, and we're on time and on track. Here's how. In July, we published the 22-23 Budgetary Legal Basis Annual Report. The prior report was published last October. In early August, our office posted the latest report of the state's net liability for retiree health and dental benefits. At the end of August, we published the 2024 pension schedules for audited funds and departments. Currently, we're working to obtain year-end 2023-24 year-end budgetary legal financial statements for all funds. We're looking to publish the 2024 OPEB schedules for audited funds and departments in September and distribute the allocation. As a result of the change in timing of this information, the due date for fiscal year 23-24 audit reports will return to December 2024. These are all components necessary to produce the state's annual comprehensive financial report. Our work here puts us in close contact with departments that are currently reporting in fiscal and those that are not. We appreciate how teams are stepping up to help us meet our goal of on-time, accurate financial reporting.
Thanks, Ted. Your team has also mentioned additional progress with transactions. Can you share more with us about these efforts?
I'd be happy to. Beginning in July last year, we reorganized our division to better support departments in how we process transactions. We created our agency transactions unit to improve turnaround time needed in reviewing and approving state department transactions. In establishing the unit as a single point of contact for information, updates, and help for processing transactions, SEO significantly improved its approval time. We used to take nearly 2 weeks to approve transactions that route through the SEO. Now departments have same-day or next-day approvals from us. We're extremely proud of this progress. But we're not stopping there. We continue to look for ways to improve our processes to reduce the burden on department accounting teams. Beginning this month, we designated the agency transaction unit as the sole point of contact for plan of financial adjustment memos to ensure better efficiency and oversight. We also moved budget revision-related matters to our Bureau of Accounting and Consulting. Changes such as these streamline workflow and improve overall communication, and we think it improves our working relationship with departments. With that, thanks for having me here, Jim. I'll turn it back to you.
Ted, thanks again for being with us, and we look forward to more SARD updates next month. The Stop Payment AP Enhancement is scheduled to go live early in October, and we have some information for you regarding that.
Starting October 1st, say goodbye to paper processing and hello to Fiscal's new online process. Every second counts when you're looking to stop a payment. That's why Fiscal is ditching the paper process and updating our accounts payable module to empower users to stop payments online. In addition, end users will be able to escheat payments when needed. The days of filling out and submitting the standard 432 stop payment request form to stop a payment are behind us. Starting on October 1st, the State Treasurer's Office will no longer support the standard 432 paper-based stop payment functionality. Instead, this AP enhancement will enable Fiscal end users to perform update functions on vouchers, specifically functions to stop or void CTS payments. Furthermore, the escheatment functionality is also incorporated as part of this enhancement. These can all be completed on the payment cancellation page. With just a few clicks, your work is done. This will ensure timely stop payment requests will be carried out, minimizing physical paper documents and unnecessary follow-up items and transactions. To learn the new process, see Fiscal Job Aid 473 in the Fiscal Learning Center. Exceptions to the updated process will be made on a case-by-case basis. For details or for technical questions, email Fiscal Service Center at fiscal.ca.gov.
Now, let's take a look at a Stop Payment AP Enhancement demo.
This section will discuss the differences between the void payments and stop payments functionalities. We will also demonstrate how to stop a payment in Fiscal. First, we will cover the key points of void payments and stop payments. Void payments. It is used to cancel CTS checks that have never left the department accounting control. In other words, if the checks have not been released, department users should cancel or void the payments. Stop payments. This automated interface process replaces the standard 432 paper-based stop payment functionality to stop CTS checks that have left the accounting control. In other words, if the checks have left the accounting office at any point in time, department users should stop the payments. This option will automatically initiate the stop process in Fiscal. Users can check the status of the request by running the stop payment status query the next business day. If you are unsure if the check has left the accounting control, please use the stop option. If an off check has been replenished and there is a need to put a stop on it, the current process is for the department to create a manual catch-up voucher to record the payment and then mark the manual voucher as stop. Please note, the void and stop functionalities should not be used interchangeably. The result will cause reconciliation issues with the corresponding bank statement. When void is selected, the system would not interface any payment information to the STO. However, when stop is selected, the system would interface the stop payment information to the STO in lieu of the standard 432 paper-based process. Users can utilize the undo cancel functionality to cancel the void payment action before the scheduled FisCal payment posting batch process is completed. It can also be used to cancel the stop payment action before the nightly FisCal batch process is run. The screenshots to the right demonstrate the effects of the undo cancel functionality. The cancel post status changes from pending back to not applicable. The payment status and cancel actions are once again available for selections. For this demonstration, let's assume the supplier does not agree with the amount paid and the payment has already left the accounting control. We will need to stop the payment and reopen the voucher and put it on hold due to amount in dispute. To stop a payment in FisCal, the AP Payment Processor will click on the classic Home tile and navigate to Main Menu, Accounts Payable, Payments, Cancel/Void Payments, and Payment Cancellation. Under the Find an Existing Value section of the Payment Cancellation page, users will enter the parameters to locate the payment. The bank set ID is defaulted to state. Please do not modify. The bank code should be state for State Bank. The bank account is the department CTS account number on the voucher. This information can be found under the Payments tab of the voucher. For this demonstration, we will enter 482. The payment reference is the check number that is printed and assigned to the voucher. When ready, click Search. The search result will display below. Click to open. The top section of the Cancel Payment page contains important information about the payment in question. Please make sure the desired payment is displayed on the screen. The remaining section contains a variety of options to handle the payment. Before we proceed, let's go over the different options and fields available. The original reference ID field is the payment reference of the manual check that needs to be stopped and sent to the STO. The field is available when the payment method is MAN. It should be a numeric value without any special characters. If the check has been re-recorded, ensure that the initial reference ID is submitted for stop payment. The payment reference in the original reference ID should not have been cached in order to be processed by the STO. The date cancelled field defaults to the current date. This determines which corresponding accounting period to post the accounting entry associated with the payment cancellation to. This field can be updated if needed. Under the Payment Status section, Void allows users to cancel the payment. This option is used for CTS checks that never left the accounting control. Stop allows users to stop the payment. This option is used for CTS checks that left the accounting control. Please note, a stop reason is required if this option is selected. We will select a stop reason as we complete our scenario. Undo Cancel allows users to undo the void or cancellation of the payment. This option is available only until the next successful batch process. After that, we cannot undo any void payment. For stop payment, this option is available until the night batch process is completed. Under the Cancel Action option, Reopen Vouchers/Reissue allows user to cancel the payment and re-record the correct payment reference number. Reopen Vouchers/Put on Hold allows the voucher to be put on hold once the original payment is cancelled. Please note, a hold reason is required if this option is selected. Do Not Reissue/Close Liability allows the voucher to be closed once the original payment is cancelled. This option will also reverse the accounting entries and restore the encumbrances back to the purchase order. Lastly, the description field is optional. This is where users can enter related information to describe the actions being taken. This can be beneficial for future reconciliations. To proceed with our scenario, we will leave the Date Cancelled field as is. Select Stop under the Payment Status section to stop the payment. Select Other for the stop reason in the drop-down menu. and then reopen vouchers / put on hold under the Cancel Action section due to amount in dispute. In the description field, we will enter Contractor does not agree with amount paid. Please note, the cancel post status is not applicable. However, after clicking Save, it will be updated to pending. Click Save. A pop-up message will appear asking if you are sure you want to cancel the payment with the payment status Stop. Click Yes. The scheduled Fiscal nightly batch process will run to complete the stop payment process. To inquire about the status of the request, user will need to check the Stop Payment Status query ZZCTS Stop Payment Status the next business day. Please keep in mind that users can still utilize the Undo Cancel functionality to cancel the above stop payment with Reopen Vouchers / Put on Hold action before the nightly batch process is complete. This concludes the demonstration on how to stop a payment in Fiscal.
The Stop Payment team provided me with some questions and answers regarding the new enhancement. Let's take a look at those now. When do we use void and when do we use stop? Use void if the check has never left the control of accounting, and use stop if the check has left the control of accounting. What if I'm unsure if the check has left the control of accounting? If you are unsure, use stop. When does the batch process run, and can I cancel a request up until then? The batch process runs overnight. You have until the close of business to cancel your stop payment request, including escheatment process. What if a wrong payment status is selected before the next batch process runs? How can I undo the payment cancellation request? You are required to return to the payment cancellation page, pull up the check payment information, select the Undo Cancel option, and save the request. What if I accidentally select Void instead of Stop? Checks that are accidentally marked as Stop can be undone before the nightly batch process. Checks that are accidentally marked as Void can be undone before the next payment posting batch process. The payment posting process runs multiple times throughout the day. What if an ORF check has been replenished and I need to put a stop on it? Currently, the process is for the department to create a manual catch-up voucher to record the payment and then mark the manual voucher as stop. When do we enter the check number in the new field titled Original Reference ID? This Original Reference ID field becomes available when the check is stopped or escheated and requires manual entry from the Department Accounts Payable Payment Processor. This field is not for the 7-digit numeric check number that is stopped or escheated. For questions about functionality or downstream process, please contact the FSC at Fiscal Service Center at fiscal.ca.gov. For stop payment business questions, please contact the STO Item Processing section at itempros@treasurer.ca.gov. That's our show for today. I'd like to thank Ted Lambert for being with us, and as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you would like to see this or any of our Fiscal TV episodes, you can find them on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to let your colleagues know about us, and from everyone here at Fiscal TV, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in October on our next edition of Fiscal TV.